Hello friends, welcome back to another important lecture. Now this lecture is important for all JAIIB and DBF candidates. In this lecture we are going to understand what an endorsement is and what are types of endorsement. Again, this concept is very important with respect to your principles and legal papers. So do watch this lecture till end to master the concept. But before we start, don't forget to like this video since this tells me that you are loving the content and also motivates me to make more such awesome videos. Also subscribe to this channel since this is the only channel that provides quality content. You can also join my Facebook and Telegram groups where I post lots of one-pagers and other useful stuff which is very important for your examination. All the links are there in description to this video, so do join after you finish this lecture. Next, let's move forward with the lecture. Now friends, the word endorsement is basically derived from a Latin term called endorsum, which means on the back. So as you can make out from this, endorsement simply means signing of one's name on back of a check. Now section 15 of Negotiable Instruments Act 1881 defines endorsement as when the maker or holder of a negotiable instrument signs the same on the back or face thereof or on the slip of a paper annexed thereto, he is said to endorse the same and is called the endorser. So in simple terms, the act of a person who is holder of a negotiable instrument in signing his or her name on the back of that instrument, thereby transferring title or ownership, is nothing but endorsement. Also note, the person to whom the instrument is endorsed is called endorsee. On the other hand, the person making the endorsement is called the endorser. Next friends, let's see types of endorsement. Friends, as you will see, there are many types of endorsements, and the first one is blank endorsement. Friends, according to section 16 part 1 of Negotiable Instruments Act, if the endorser signs his or her name only, then the endorsement is said to be blank endorsement. An endorsement in blank, as it is generally called journal endorsements, specifies no endorsee, and as such the instruments become payable to the bearer. Hence, checks endorsed in blank can be negotiated simply by delivery. So for example, if a negotiable instrument is payable to Bharat or order and he writes on its back Bharat, then it is an endorsement in blank by Bharat, and the property in the negotiable instrument can be passed here by a mere presentation. Next friends, before moving ahead with the lecture, don't forget to get your JAIIB resources from the links given in description to this lecture. These 5 are power-packed books which will be delivered straight to your location anywhere in India. First 3 are 1000 series question banks which are updated from time to time. Then this next one is Secret Sauce of JAIIB, which is in fact summarized notes of all the 3 papers in one book. You just need to revise this book as far as theory of your JAIIB is concerned. And this last one is Case Studies book. I update all these books after every exam, so always get updated editions. All the updated links are there in description to this video, so don't forget to get these after you finish this lecture. Then next we have special endorsement. Friends, when the endorser indicates name of the endorsee in the instrument, then such an endorsement is known as full or special endorsement. So if the endorser also directs to pay to certain person or his order, then such an endorsement is nothing but full endorsement. For example, pay to Rahul or order, as you can see here. Now friends, here comes the difference between special and blank endorsements. Please note, an instrument with a blank endorsement is converted into a special endorsement by a holder simply by specifying the name of an endorsee and putting his signature, as you can see here. The next type of endorsement is restrictive endorsement. Friends, a restrictive endorsement is one which limits the further negotiation of an instrument. So in case of restrictive, an endorsement is restricted or prohibited for further negotiation of negotiable instrument. For example, pay to Rahul only. Now this statement restricts further endorsement. So as you can see, when an endorser adds words like pay the content to Sohail only, or pay Sohail or order for credit to Ahmed, or pay Mary or order for account of Joseph, or pay Bhushan for my use, then all these are types of restrictive endorsements only. As you can see, all these cases are restricting further endorsement of instrument. Then next we have conditional endorsement. Now friends, in these endorsement, if condition is added while endorsing the instrument, then this is nothing but conditional endorsement. For example, pay A or order on his marriage, or pay Ram or order on arrival of Rishi at Pune. So as you can see, there is a condition for payment in both these cases. Friends, another important point to note here is that in conditional endorsement, the paying banker is not bound to verify the compliance of such condition. So I hope you understood what a conditional endorsement is. Then next we have sans recourse endorsement. Friends, sometimes an endorser of a negotiable instrument may express by such words in the endorsement that exclude his liability altogether. For example, if A endorses a check like this, that is pay to X or order at his own risk, or pay to B without recourse to me. So in both these cases, A will not be liable to X or B if the check dishonors. But please note an important point here, that if the endorser who excludes his liability, afterwards if he becomes the holder of the instrument, then all the intermediates endorsers are liable to him. I hope this important point is clear to you. The next endorsement we have is facultative endorsement. Friends, it is an endorsement where the endorser waives some of his rights on the instrument. For example, the facultative instrument might read as, that is pay to A or order, notice of dishonor waived, and then signed by Ramesh. So as you can see here, Ramesh is waiving any situation to receive any notice of dishonor. Then next we have partial endorsement. Friends, when the endorsement is made for a part of the amount of the check, then this is nothing but partial endorsement. For example, if Mr. Mohan holds a pending bill of Rs 6,000 and endorses it as pay Sohail or order Rs 3,000. Friends, please note, endorsement like this is not legally valid. But on the other hand, it is a valid instrument of negotiation. Please note the difference here. So in this case, though bill is of Rs 6,000, but Sohail will only receive Rs 3,000. So this is partial endorsement. But as I have said earlier, that this is not legally valid. You won't receive a check where on the front it's written Rs 10,000, but on the back endorsement is like this, that is pay Anita or order Rs 7,000. Bank will only pay Rs 10,000 to Anita in this case and not Rs 7,000 as per endorsement. Banks go what is written on the front of the check. So friends, this is all about endorsements of negotiable instrument. I hope this important concept is clear to you. So with this I wind up this lecture, but don't miss to get your JAIIB resources from the links given in description to this video. So thank you, and I will meet you again in another lecture.